Hello, my name is Brynn Wingard, and today in my learning strategy video demonstration, I will be covering TPR, or Total Physical Response, as theorized by James Asher. So in this learning strategy, that is TPR, or Total Physical Response, students are going to use their bodies and the movement of their body in order to interpret the meaning of the vocabulary and the language that I am using with them. So in my lesson, I am working with students who are both native English speakers learning Spanish as their content, which is most likely what I'll be doing in my future as a Spanish ed major. And also, I'm theorizing as far as ELL goes that half of my classroom are native Portuguese speakers from Brazil, and they are working to learn English. They are ELLs, but they are also in this content of Spanish. So balancing a lot of languages here, and in my lesson, we'll be working strictly in different languages at different times. So as part of my TPR series, I am going to be doing this portion in Spanish. You can find the script associated with this video. And the students will naturally adjust to TPR because it's something we do in our day-to-day lives. And from the time we're little, whether or not our parents are well educated and informed about different strategies for second language acquisition or not. So we are amazing at creating meaning with our bodies. For example, if I wave and I don't associate any speech with that, you're going to understand that that's probably at least hello or goodbye without any other context. You understand that that's a form of greeting. So we've been doing this since we were little, and it's something natural for the students to do. So today, instead of doing TPR just as a wave, I've decided to create a TPR gallon series, which is just a form that TPR can be put into that creates a series that puts the TPR actions and movements and the language into a very tight context. And in this sense, it creates a story about the students going to the mall. So the first thing the students will do is open the door to the mall. So I'll say, abro la puerta, and the students will reach out for the door handle and pull it back. Second, the students will busco una tienda que venda batidos, and that means they're searching for the milkshake stand. So we'll go through this series, as you'll see, and you'll be able to reference the script as well for what all of the Spanish means as I go through it. But just through those little actions of opening the door and looking and searching, the students are going to be able to associate meaning with the movement they're making with their bodies. TPR can also be supplemented with different visuals. For example, in a real-world classroom where I have the technology to project images, I have a PowerPoint with a mall background. So the students could kind of see, oh, we're at the mall, and understand that further. Or later when we get a milkshake, I aspire to maybe have a milkshake cup from a Spanish-speaking country in which the students could drink their milkshake too quickly from and visually see what I'm talking about. And sometimes that is very beneficial in TPR because while that could be interpreted as slurping a drink, we don't know what kind of drink. So visuals can just be that one step further to really solidify what the vocabulary we're using. So in the different steps of the TPR series, the actions get progressively more difficult for the students, and that's just helping me show kind of formatively how the students are picking up the language at each level. And if we need to stop and go back or stay on a level for a while, that's completely acceptable as well, because this is really how they're being introduced to the language. So example, in the first step, they're just going to watch me. They won't do anything, they won't say anything, they're not going to be responding physically at all. They're just going to watch me say it and do the actions. But then by the end, we're all doing the actions and all saying the clues together. So you'll see as well how we progress through that in the video. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learn a little bit more about how TPR can be used with future ELLs.
All right.
Siguen poner de pie, por favor. Vamos al centro comercial. Mientras estamos ahí, haremos muchas cosas diferentes. Bueno, hemos llegado. Por favor, me miren y me escuchen, pero sin hablan o me copien. Bueno, abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Tomo mi batido demasiado rápidamente. ¡Ah! Se me congeló el cerebro. Bueno, estudiantes, esta vez, por favor, me copian, pero no hablan. Bueno, abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Le doy mi dinero a ella. Tomó mi batido demasiado rápidamente. Se me congeló el cerebro. Buen trabajo, estudiantes. Esta vez no voy a hacer las acciones. Por favor, hagan las acciones como las digo. Bueno, abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Le doy mi dinero a ella. Tomo mi batido demasiado rápidamente. ¡Ah! Se me congeló el cerebro. Bien hecho, estudiantes. Esta vez, por favor, cierren los ojos. Cierren los ojos y hagan las acciones como las digo. Abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Le doy mi dinero a ella. Tomo mi batido demasiado rápidamente. ¡Ah! Se me congeló el cerebro. Muy bien, estudiantes. ¿Hay un voluntario que quiera hacer las acciones como las digo?
Yo quiero hacer las acciones, por favor.
Gracias, estudiante 1. Por favor, ven acá. ¿Estás listo, estudiante 1?
Sí.
Bueno, abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Le doy mi dinero a ella. Tomo mi batido demasiado rápidamente. ¡Ah! Se me congeló el cerebro. Buen trabajo, estudiante 1. ¿Hay alguien más que quería hacer las acciones?
Sí, por favor.
Gracias, estudiante 2. Por favor, ven acá. ¿Estás listo, estudiante 2?
Sí.
Bueno, abro la puerta del centro comercial. Busco una tienda que venda batidos. Corro a la tienda de batidos. Digo, buenos días a la cajera. Le doy mi dinero a ella. Tomó mi batido demasiado rápidamente. ¡Ah! Se me congeló el cerebro. Perfecto, estudiantes. Gracias por participando. Ok. Vale, estudiantes. Esta vez van a hacer las acciones y decir las frases. Ok. Bueno. Abro la puerta del centro comercial.
Abrió la puerta
de
del centro comercial.
comercial.
Busco una tienda que venda batidos.
Busca una tienda que venda
que dentro
batidos.
sí.
Corro a la tienda de batidos.
Corra a la tienda de pedidos.
batidos.
Digo, buenos días a la cajera.
Digo,
Buenos días a la
a la
bebida.
cajera.
Le doy mi dinero a ella.
Le
Le
doy
doy
mi dinero
dinero
a ella.
a ella.
Tomó mi batido demasiado rápidamente.
Tomo
Mi batido demasiado
demasiado
rápidamente.
rápidamente.
Se me congeló el cerebro.
Se me congeló el cerebro.
el cerebro.
Bien hecho, estudiantes. Gracias.